When you are on a sales call with somebody, you only want to present one thing. If you do truly believe that you can help this person, you want to eliminate as much. Welcome to the Fuel Your Flow podcast. I am your host, Valerie Feghali, physical therapist turned software CEO and business coach for health and wellness coaches. We are going to be talking about all things health and business. They might be more closely related than you think. So let's go ahead and get into it. Hi, and welcome back to Fuel the Flow. I would love to know from all of you, are you enjoying these mini episodes? I've started making some more direct, short episodes that are to the point on one specific topic, and I would love to know from you guys, do you like these shorter episodes or are you enjoying more long-form format? So go ahead and just reach out to me and let me know. What do you like best? Now, today we are going to be talking about sales mechanisms to specific products, and the reason I bring this up is because I see a lot of coaches who are confused about how to market their program and get people into the program. And I've made a lot of these same mistakes along the way. So we have seen what works. We have made plenty of errors by introducing way too many products at once, by introducing different tiers, and it really can confuse the buyer. And so what I want to talk today about is how to make the buyer understand that this product is either for them or it's not, and then be able to move on past that product and potentially offer them something else on the back end, but not on the front end. The reason that I bring this up is because I was just on a workshop. I was invited as a speaker into somebody else's community, and one woman had a question about offering her products and how she's selling her products. Now, this particular person, and this is, I think, a way that a lot of coaches are doing it, is they have a sales page. She has a sales page, which brings people into a video. So they watch a video, a little bit about their program, and then they can book a call with her, which is great for a high ticket product, right? And so this is her way. It's an evergreen method. And what I mean by evergreen is that her sales page is up all the time. She's going to be running ads to this particular sales page, and people can book a call with her any time of year and then get into her high ticket coaching program, which is, I believe, a hybrid between group coaching and one-on-one support. And so on the sales call, she talks them through her different tiered pricing. So she talks them to a $99 membership program, a $1,000 group coaching program, and then I believe a $2,000 program that has some one-on-one tied to it. And she talks them through all these different tiers on the sales call. Now, the issue that I find with this is that now we're getting so far from the actual purchase. So let's think of everything that needs to happen in order for a client to make a purchase with this type of structure. Number one, they have to get hit with your ad or social media post that's going to invite them onto the sales page. So they have to see that advertisement or post and then be interested enough from that to actually click the button and go to the sales page. Now they're on the sales page and they have to watch a video. So they may not have time in that moment to actually watch that video. So now they're bookmarking that for later if they ever come back to it. So once they've watched the video, now they have to make the decision whether or not to book a call. And if they book a call, they have to select a time slot. So that's some decision that they have to do. They have to go into their calendar. Maybe they don't know what time their spouse is home from work at that time. And so they're not sure if they can actually get on that call or not, right? So there's multiple different factors. They might have to ask somebody. They might have to double check a secondary calendar, maybe wait to hear back from a friend on something else before they actually book that call. So let's say they actually book the call. Now they have to get on the call. So they have to be receiving the emails. They have to make sure that they have the event in their calendar and that it's valuable enough for them that they truly save that time slot and they don't end up double booking it with something that they would rather do. So whether or not they show up for that call is a whole other ballgame. So now let's say they've gotten on the call. So we're already 5 steps deep into this sales process. So let's say they're on the call at this point. and you're pitching to them. Now you've pitched them 3 different options. And this is where I see a lot of coaches make this mistake, is that they get people onto these calls and then they give them multiple different options. When you are on a sales call with somebody, you only want to present one thing. So what you should be thinking about before hopping on any of these calls is, what is the thing that you would want them to purchase above anything else? What do you want to grow? What are you trying to actually sell? What's the ideal outcome of this call for you, for your business? What do you want them to buy into? If you decide, I really want them to buy into that highest tier program, that is the only thing that you should be offering them on the call. You shouldn't be talking about anything else. You don't even want to mention any of your other products, because once you mention them, they're starting to get the wheels turning in their head about other things that you have, and they want to start looking into that and diving into that, especially if it's not as much of a financial investment. And so they might be thinking, well, maybe I can get a similar result if I just put in a little more work, but I buy her lower ticket product, right? And so you only want to be selling the one thing that you want them to be buying into during that call. This eliminates confusion. If you provide them with 3 different options, now they have to go back. They might want to discuss it with somebody else. They might want to look on, any sort of sales page that you have that talks in more detail and review the different options and weigh the pros and cons. And now you've lost them. You've gone through all of these steps to finally get them on the call, and now you're confusing them with your offer. So when you have them on those sales calls, what you really want to be talking about is the transformation that the one product that you're offering is going to be having on their life. How is it going to change the situation that they're in right now that they do not want to be in? So talk about the things that they're experiencing and feeling in the moment, not in a mean or distasteful way, but what are some of the symptoms that they're having? What are some of the things that the pain that they're experiencing that they want to get out of? You want to ask them those questions. You don't need to be talking yourself the entire time. In fact, they should be talking on the call more than you are. So you're asking them the questions. What are they experiencing? What have they tried in the past? What's worked for them? What has not worked for them? What are their goals? What do they ultimately want to see and why? So you're having that conversation with them on the sales call, and you're presenting your offer as the solution, if it in fact is the solution, right? If you do truly believe that you can help this person, then you are offering your offer as the solution to their problem. Hey, sorry to interrupt, but if you are a health or wellness professional and you haven't yet checked out the Wellness Vault, you're missing out. The Wellness Vault is a content hub for coaches who create their own plans and programs for their clients, run workshops, create digital guides, and so much more. You can now do all of this in a fraction of the time, so you can focus on your clients and grow your business faster than ever with more you time. The link to the Wellness Vault is in the show notes, so go sign up for your free trial today. Now, it's possible that you realize while they're talking that the initial thing that you are going to be offering them isn't actually the thing that's going to benefit them. And if that's the case, only offer them something else. Don't offer them the original thing. Don't talk about that original thing that you were going to talk about. Talk about the thing that you think is going to best suit their particular situation. So have one thing in mind. If that changes with the conversation, then go a different route, but don't give them options. If you're giving them options, it is again going to confuse them. Now, the only caveat to this, the only time I would say that there is kind of a different area is if you think that your lower tier offer is actually the best thing for them and not that higher ticket program, then you can use your higher ticket program as a price anchor to say, hey, we have this. I don't actually think that you're ready for this. This is how much it costs. This is what it includes. But what I actually think is going to be best for you at this time is this one thing. So you're not actually inviting them into that higher ticket product. You're not presenting that as a option for them. You're still only giving them that one option, but you're using that higher ticket product to anchor the price of the lower ticket product. So now that lower ticket product is looking, like it's a steal, and it probably is if you're really providing a transformation. And so you might be using that. But again, you're not presenting them with multiple different options of what to choose. You're just mentioning that, hey, maybe in the future, when you're ready for this, we also have this available, but option B or product B is what actually is going to serve you right now and what I'm putting on the table for you. Now, going back to what we discussed in the beginning, how, someone was offering 3 different tiers on their call once people finally got onto the call. If you do have different tiers and you have a lower ticket product, let's say you have a membership program for under $100, just to use that as an example, or you have some sort of online course that's, under $100 or $200. Now, you can be using a completely different sales mechanism that has a lot less friction to get people into that product. I wouldn't ever book a call for a product that's under a couple $100s. Instead, they should be going direct to sales page. They don't need a lot of warming up from you. So you could be running ads or, promoting something on a workshop that brings them directly to that sales page. And on that sales page, you are really pitching the entire offer, showing them the transformation, showing them what they're experiencing right now and how their life could be different after using that particular product. You don't want to be 2 or 3 or 4 steps away from the actual sale in that case. This is a little bit more of an impulse buy. It's a lot easier for people to stomach financially. And so you want to bring people onto that actual page where they can make the purchase as quickly as possible. Now, we do this a lot through advertisements. And so we will run an ad direct to the product. If it's under $100, we have ads going straight to the product itself and they can buy right then and there. Now, we also have ads going to an even lower ticket product. So an example of this would be a $37 product that then funnels into our monthly membership, which is a recurring subscription. So even though the membership is only $39, it's an absolute steal. It's a recurring subscription. So it's just a little harder for people to get into a membership than it is to just buy that one-time $37 offer. And so we also have ads going to the $37 offer. And right then and there, when people purchase it, it takes them to a page on the back end that presents our membership as well. So there's low friction. They're just buying that $37 and then straight to the sales page for the membership. Now, we also present the membership inside of the low ticket offer. So if people bought that one thing, that low ticket offer, now they're on our email list. So they are getting an invitation onto the platform to collect their low ticket offer. And inside of that platform, we are also showing them the Wellness Vault, our membership. So we're pitching the Wellness Vault and showing that to them right inside of that low ticket offer. Now they're also seeing it with our email marketing. So now that they have purchased something from us and we're welcomed onto our email list where they're going to get a ton of value from those particular emails, but we're also selling our Wellness Vault through email marketing. So we want to make sure that they know what it is. We're warming them up. We're helping them understand how they can use the product to make more money in their business, to help their client get better results, and for more time freedom for themselves. So we're showing that, we're demonstrating that through our email marketing after they're already on the list and they purchased something small from us. And so they've seen how much value we can provide in our content. They've seen what we offer and the value of it and the professionalism of it. And so when you're thinking about selling your offer, the big thing is you want to eliminate as much friction as possible. So as easily as you can, get people to either be on a sales call with you if it's a higher ticket offer, and then offer them only one thing. So we do not want to be offering them multiple different things. Now, if it's under $2,000, you don't even necessarily need that sales call. You can easily sell, or I shouldn't say easily, but you can absolutely sell something that's under a couple $1,000s from a workshop, but there usually is some sort of live component or pre-recorded component for people to watch. Now, if people do get on a workshop with you, you could sell something under a couple $1,000s right on that workshop without having them book a sales call. Again, that sales call is another thing that's going to take them further away from the actual purchase. And if you offer the sales call, most people are going to want to say, okay, before I make the purchase, I better just ask these few clarifying questions. And then once they've had time to sit with it, all of these intrusive thoughts come up about maybe they're not cut out for it. How are they going to find the time to do this? Even though you know that if they just sign up for the program and put in the work, they're going to get an incredible result. So by you just having them sign up right off the bat, you are actually helping them make a decision that's going to change their life for the better. So think of it as a gift. It is not something that you are pushing them on. It's just something that you're helping them get over that imposter syndrome and helping them make a quick decision so that they can move forward and get a result in their life that they want to see. So I hope that helped. I can't wait to see you on the next one. I hope you enjoyed our conversation from today. Any links we discussed will be in the show notes below. Also, we would be incredibly grateful if you would leave us a 5-star review. This helps us keep the podcast going so that we can continue to provide value for all of you. I hope we see you on the next one.